You know, every country has that one place where its future leaders are made. In Pakistan, that place is the Civil Services Academy. Today, we're going to take a look inside and see how it forges the very people who run the nation.
So it's a pretty big question when you think about it, right? How does a country go about creating that top tier of people who will actually run the government? Well, in Pakistan, that journey doesn't start with a fancy appointment. It starts with a grueling nationwide competition. Before anyone can even dream of walking through the academy's doors, they first have to face this absolutely massive hurdle. It's one of the toughest exams in the entire country. That hurdle? It's the Central Superior Services Exam, or as you'll always hear it called, the CSS. Seriously, think of it as the ultimate test, a tough intellectual trial designed to sift through thousands and thousands of applicants to find the absolute best and brightest to serve the country.
Passing the CSS is a huge deal, no doubt about it. But it's not the finish line. Not even close. It's just the ticket to get in the door. The real transformation, well, that happens next.
The story of the Academy is basically woven into the fabric of Pakistan's own history. This isn't just some training center. It's an institution that literally grew up and changed right alongside the nation it was built to serve.
And I mean that literally. Its creation wasn't some afterthought. It was a cornerstone of the new country right from the get-go. Established way back in 1948, it was actually founded on the advice of Pakistan's first Governor-General, Muhammad Ali Jinnah. So you know it was a big deal from day one.
And you can see how its evolution mirrors Pakistan's own path. It started in 48 focusing on administration. By 63, its role expanded to train diplomats for the world stage. But the real game changer? That came in 1973 with some major reforms. It merged with the Finance Academy, and that's when they created the Common Training Program, a single, unified foundation for all civil servants that's still in place today. The final name change in 81 just cemented its central role in shaping the whole government.
So all of that history has led to the modern academy we see today, and its structure is really a two-stage process, all designed to build a common foundation before diving into the specialized skills these future leaders will need.
Okay, so here's how it works. First, everyone who passes the CSS exam heads to the Walton campus for what's called the Common Training Program, or CTP. This is where they build that shared foundation, that common spirit. After that, specific groups move over to the Mall Road campus for the Specialized Training Program, the STP. And that's where they really sharpen the exact skills they'll need for their unique jobs in government.
So who's in charge of all this? Well, the academy itself has evolved. It's no longer just a department. It's an autonomous body under a larger umbrella called the National School of Public Policy. And to show you just how important this all is, the chairman of that board is the president of Pakistan himself. So yeah, the oversight doesn't get much higher than that.
But the academy isn't just focused on tradition. It's also looking ahead, working to make sure the country's civil service actually reflects the true diversity of the nation itself.
And a huge part of this new mission is the National Outreach Program. It's a targeted effort designed specifically to bring more voices from minority communities into Pakistan's civil services.
42. It seems like just a number, right? But behind it is an incredibly powerful story about a deliberate step towards building a more inclusive government. See, this program selected 42 really promising candidates from Hindu, Christian, and Sikh communities all across the country. They were brought to the academy for a whole month of intensive training. We're talking mentorship, mock tests, leadership development, the whole shebang. And the goal was simple, to give them the tools and, just as importantly, the confidence to compete on a totally level playing field in that tough CSS exam. So when you put it all together, the weight of its history, the intensity of its training, and this new focus on inclusivity, the Academy's core mission becomes crystal clear. And you know, the Academy's own leadership puts it perfectly. Their entire mission is boiled down to this one powerful idea: preparing and delivering the best civil servants for the nation. That's what it's all about.
At the end of the day, the Civil Services Academy is so much more than just a school. It's the backbone of the entire country's bureaucracy. It's the forge where the leaders of tomorrow are made, ready to take on the challenges of shaping a nation's future.
Which kind of leaves us with one final question to think about. In today's world, with all its constant change and complex problems, what do you think is the single most crucial role for a public servant?